Good evening, Facebook world. This has been a busy Sunday for me, actually, when I kind of thought it was going to be quiet. We are nearing the end of the 90 days for the Team Heart Life Facebook Challenge. I believe after today, there's only 3 days left. So it's quite amazing to have been on this journey and come so close to the end. It's kind of when I look back and I think about the fact that I started this and was totally terrified to do this, and it's been almost 90 days now, and I've done it every day, and now I have no issues jumping on and doing a live. It's like second nature, and it's really been a growth step for me, and a lot of things learned along the way. But today, I just wanted to talk to you about common ground. And so I'm part of Team Heart, which is actually thousands of people. And but I'm part of a smaller group called Team Heart Synergy. And some of us today got together to have food and fellowship, and we sat out on the deck in the sun and had drinks and visited, and it was a really great opportunity and a really great way to put actual physical form to people who I've known through watching their lives or through chatting in different groups that we're involved in. And it was really fun, and I'm looking forward to the next opportunity when we get together. But what was so fascinating to me, and to everyone really that was there, is that total strangers, people that we've never met before, we came together, and we literally, it was like, it was a big hug the minute we met, and it was hello Jeannie, hello Mary, hello Tiffany. I mean, it just went on, and because we see each other every day by these lives and by chatting with each other, and we've developed these friendships without ever having actually met each other, maybe in person. But to show up to something knowing that you're walking into a room of people that you don't really know, they're really strangers to you, but feeling like when you walk in that you're meeting family, it's all because of common ground. And that really had me thinking on the way home about how many times, if we choose to find the thing that is in common with the person that we're talking to, it takes all that anxiety and that awkwardness and that weirdness away, because we're all humans and we're all living life, and we all have the same challenges and the same issues. And if you think that that the person that lives across the street is radically different from you because maybe their house is nicer or they drive a nicer car, sit down and have a conversation with them, and you'll find out that you're probably a lot more alike than you think you are. And there's a ad that kind of went around, and I don't know if everyone has seen it, but it was online, and it was about they took these people who are polar opposites. So a man who hates feminists and a diehard feminist, and they put them together without them knowing each other's background, and they had to learn to get to know each other, and then they would spend time getting to know each other, and then they would find out the truth about their opinion one way or the other. And every single one of them chose to continue having a conversation with that person and to listen, like actively listen and hear them out. And it totally shifted their opinions sometimes on, the guy who doesn't like gay people, who had the conversation with the gay man, and all these things. And it totally shifted everything. And it's because they found common ground first. They weren't focused on the things that divide. They were focused on the things that were common, the things that they could connect with and become develop that connection. And so we have that opportunity every single day. Every day we have that opportunity with every single person that we meet to look for common ground, to look for the way to connect with that person instead of immediately focusing on anything that might be divisive or set us apart from them. And it's a mindset, it's a way of life actually, and you get to choose. It's your choice how you react in this world, and you can walk out of the door and choose that every person that you come in contact with, you're going to find a way to have common ground with that person, and you're going to find a way to appreciate that person instead of looking for the ways that you are different, that you are against each other or on polar opposites. And I know that's a really scary thing for some people, is to go out and look for the ways that you have in common with everyone around you. But if you can get to that point, if you can get to the point where you're looking for the way that you guys can connect, then the other stuff starts to fade away. And I'm not saying it's going to go away. I mean, we live in a giant world, and there's a lot of judgment and a lot of anger and a lot of hate and a lot of fear that's out in the world. But if you take care of your space and the people that you interact with, and you're looking for common ground, you're looking for what makes us come together in unity instead of the things that separate us and divide us. If you do that for your world, for your little circle in your space, you're creating a better space. And if everyone's creating a better space, those spaces begin to extend like ripples in a pond. And so that is my late night, Sunday night message for all of you, is look for common ground. Find the things that make you connect with somebody else. You know, it's the littlest things when you start a conversation, is finding out that the person in the checkout line in front of you likes the same ice cream that you like, and making a comment and just starting up a conversation. All of those little things are looking for ways in which you connect with everyone around you, where you have common ground. And, you know, when you do that, you're not focusing on whether or not that person, you know, is, you know, pro-guns or whatever the case may be. I mean, like, you're not looking at those big issues. You're bringing it down into the personal, and you're looking at that person and saying, you're a human, I'm a human, and we have things in common. And because we have things in common, we can have a conversation, and we can like each other in the process. And you know, it also allows for this softening to happen so that you can have conversations with people about those bigger issues and those broader subjects, which can be so divisive. And, you know, there are people out there who, you know, they love those debates. And then there are people who don't want to debate at all, but want to just know how to get you know, people united. You get people united by finding common ground. So that's the place to start, and you have to always start with yourself. So have a good night tonight, you guys. We've got like 3 days left of the 90-day challenge, so I will be on for the next few days for sure, the next few days in a row. And from there, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Love you all. Have a good night.